Welcome to the channel. 120 not 120 millimeter. This is a Mamiya C330f which I recently bought. It's in really good condition. It has the 80mm 2.8 blue dot lens with a Psycho shutter. The shutter speeds go with this dial from 1/500 to 1 second and has a bulb mode, aperture 2.8 all the way to 32. It has a bellow focus. Over here you can set the focal length, and this has to do with the parallax compensation you will see in the viewfinder. You can see at which focal length you are. Here it's at infinity, 1.2 meter. This is for locking and unlocking the lens. Do it in. Unlock. And you can take off the lens. And the nice of the Mamiya C series is that you can change it with another lens. For example, this. /65mm f 3.5 wide angle. And then set this to 65 to have, you can see the numbers here are different. Now the parallax compensation. This is the film advancer and the frame counter. Here you can set for single and multi-exposure. On the back side you can open the door with putting this button to the right. More later on that. The waist level viewfinder. It has a nice magnifying glass. You can put it up like this. Now we are gonna put a film in this camera. The film you're gonna use is Ilford HP5 Plus. I like to shoot Ilford a lot. It's a 400 ISO, a very versatile film. But the last rolls I will expose at ISO 200 and develop it in a fine grain developer called Ilford Perceptol. So here we go. You slide this button to the right. The film goes from here to here. So usually there is, when you finish the roll, there is here an empty spool and you have to change it to here, but I already did it apparently. So you open a fresh film. When you store them in the fridge like I do, take them out at least 1 hour before you put them in the camera to prevent moist. So it's important to do this in not in bright sunlight. Go to in the shadow or inside or whatever. Put the middle of the plastic thingy you put on here. Then pull this lever or button, it's now in. I always make sure that the slot is on top. And I put the paper in. I hold it as tight as possible. And then you turn it with the advance lever until you see here 2 small red dots as a marking. And on the backing paper there is an arrow. You line them up. You close the door until you hear a click. Now this is on 0. And you crank it all the way, click, and it's on the first shot. Your camera is now ready to use. For tomorrow I have a nice trip planned to